Hello, Doug Fink here. I wanted to show you a couple of new functions I added to my PowerShell Notebook module. If you want, you can install the module using Install Module PowerShell Notebook. And let's take a look at the two new pieces. I added New-Interactive Notebook and Open-InteractiveNotebook. So the .NET Interactive Notebook team has added some capability where you can, from several different places, including the command line, you can launch Visual Studio Code and create a notebook, and you can open a notebook, for example, from the command line, or you can which is on a local file, or you can open a notebook from a URL. So I wrapped those in a PowerShell function to make it more PowerShell-like. So let's take a look at what that does. First up, I can do a new interactive notebook, and I press enter, and it launches into Visual Studio Code, and I can choose what language I want to do. So I can choose PowerShell. Note it's IPYMB. We'll show you another one in a second. And I can do this, for example. We're familiar with that as a range function in PowerShell. And I can also do something like PowerShell version or PS version table and run that. So that's two cells inside of a .NET Interactive Notebook launched from the command line in Visual Studio Code. Going back, I also add a switch called asDib. I won't discuss what a dib is compared to an IPYMB, but it gives you the same workflow. Choose the language, and now I'm in a dib. And there's different reasons for using it. Run it again. So that's cool. The other piece that it gives you is you can do an open notebook. And I have an existing IPYMB on my local file system. And when I run that, it opens that one, and it's ready to go. So I can run that. It also lets me open from a URL. So there I have a IPYMB file up on my GIST, and I can run that, and you can see it pulls down that IPYMB from that URL and loads it up in Visual Studio, ready for use. So that's pretty cool. One last piece. If I do a dir on my local file system, I can see I have several untitled interactive notebooks. So we can leverage PowerShell's pipeline, and I can open all of those in one shot, making it real easy to work with these. That's all I wanted to show you. So if you want to grab the module and try that out, there it is. Get the latest Visual Studio Code. Make sure you have the .NET Interactive Notebook extension installed, and you'll be good to go. Thanks for watching.